hello on this lovely Easter Friday. It's a beautiful day, so here I am practicing outside again today. Now before we start this class, I just want to get you to think about how you want to support yourself during this practice today. So I've brought out a little stool. I've also got a block and a couple of pillows. So if you need to pause the video and go and get those things for yourself, then do so. Because sometimes practicing from the floor can actually be quite difficult. So what we're going to do today is we're going to just generally be really kind to our body, stretching it out, but also at the same time bringing that wonderful life-giving oxygen into the body. And you might have just seen Ellie, my dog, has just joined us. Okay, so let's begin by bringing the feet down onto the ground if you're sitting on a stool. If you're sitting on the floor, then you can just come and sit into rock pose or into cross-legged pose like we normally do. So let's begin by just looking down at our feet and really feeling the soles of the feet on the ground underneath you. And we're just going to begin kind of quite actively today, but still engaging with our breath. So we're going to close our eyes, bringing the hands flat on your thighs. You're going to begin to inhale and exhale. Your shoulders up towards your ears, really getting a sense of drawing the oxygen in as the shoulders come up towards the ears, and exhaling as they come down again. So feeling again that deliciousness of that movement. Now this practice allows you, for the time that we're together, to just focus totally on both the inflow and outflow of breath and the asana. Any other thing that's going on in your day, they can be put to the side. They'll still be there when you come back. Sometimes by switching what our brain is focused on, we can totally change how we're feeling inside. Let's now draw the shoulders away from the ears, and then just very gently now let's inhale the arms up here. As we do this, pull the belly button back in towards the spine. So getting now a sense of your physical body as you sit here to begin your practice. Let's stretch now the fingers out and feel that posture right into the fingertips. And then exhale down. Imagine you're pushing a wall away with your hands. Let's do that again. Inhale up, this time looking up towards the sky. And then exhaling down. Let's draw the chin down towards the chest as we do that. Inhaling up here, looking up, and then exhaling down. Beautiful. Let's now bring the hands into the chest here, and we're just going to press the palms together. So as you do that, again, you'll get a sense of feeling the muscles in your arms and across your chest and across your back. And then we're going to bring the hands together, and then we're going to stretch the palms out towards the front, dropping the head down. And then inhaling up again. Pull the shoulders back. Exhaling down. Look through your arms. Inhaling up again, and then exhaling down. Beautiful. Let's now inhale those arms up and then exhale down. Gorgeous. Let's now just bring the hands into the palms, the palms of the hands into the belly. I want you to feel your belly, so get a sense of engaging all of your core muscles in your belly there, and get a feeling for drawing the shoulders back down towards the spine. And then again, we're going to inhale up, so stretch. So you're feeling that stretch right into your fingertips. Inhaling up and then exhaling down. Let's now bring the hands into the chest here, and again, take that nice stretch out to the front. And look down here, so holding this just for a little bit longer. And then inhaling up again now. Let's now just take a slight stretch over to the right, just a little bit. Inhaling back through center, and then over the other way, and then coming back to center. That's beautiful. And then bring the hands down. So now we're going to come into kind of like a seated version of that cat and cow posture that we often do on our hands and knees. So I want you to again think about your feet. So bring your feet down onto the ground and lift the toes up and press into the floor. And then bring your hands onto your knees and really feel now the engagement of your buttocks wherever you're sitting. So if you're on the floor, you can still be doing this sitting. And then bring the hands onto the knees, and then we're going to pull the chest through, and then exhale, we're going to come back. So inhaling, pulling through, exhaling, coming back. Inhaling, really pull on your knees here and pull the chest through, taking a nice big breath here. And as you do that, you'll feel all your belly muscles being engaged and the muscles through the back here. And then exhaling again. Inhaling up, exhaling back. Inhaling, oh that feels lovely. Exhaling, inhaling. That's great. And then let's just take a little rest here. So bring the hands now into the lap and close your eyes. And now I want you to scan your body and think about where you'd like that oxygen to flow to today. Don't over-analyze it. Where does the work need to go for you today? So we're moving into Easter weekend. You want to go into the weekend feeling nice and relaxed. And remember throughout this practice today to maintain that lovely breath, and in doing so you leave the mat feeling refreshed and rejuvenated. And if partway through you feel like you've had enough, just lie down and visualize the postures as I talk through them. You don't always have to be doing everything. Okay, so now let's open the eyes again and inhale up. This time now we're going to turn and look over to the right. So the left hand comes onto that right leg and the right hand comes onto your your right hip. And then we're going to turn and look over our right shoulder. And then we're going to come back through centre there, inhaling up there, and then exhaling now. The right hand comes to the left knee, and the left hand comes to the left hip. Inhaling up again. So in your own time, doing as many of these as you feel is right for you today. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Inhaling up here and exhaling down. Let's do that one more time now. Inhaling up and then exhaling down. That's beautiful. And then let's come through center. So we're just going to do a little shoulder stretch here now. So what I want you to do is to take your left hand and cross it over your body. And then we're going to take the right hand and bend it. I'm going to bring the bent arm above the elbow there. And then you're just going to apply some pressure into the shoulder here. Now just make sure the shoulder's not rising up, so draw it down. You'll see I've had to remind myself to do that. And then we're just slowly going to move the hand along the arm here. So as you do that, you'll feel a lovely stretch into the shoulder there. And then just gently releasing there. Let's do the same thing with the other side now. The right arm comes over, the left hand crosses over, and then we again just move the hand down, so you'll feel that makes a nice stretch into the shoulder there, and then release. So now we're going to inhale the shoulders up and roll them down. Inhaling up here and rolling down. I think there's something biting my ankle. Inhaling up and rolling down, and let's take that in one more direction. Inhaling up and rolling down. That's great. Let's do some work now with our legs, just while we're still sitting on the stool. So I want you to bring your feet out to the front of the stool so the legs are nice and straight. And we're just going to, you might have to move forward a little bit on your stool or your chair. But what I want you to do now is bring your hands down onto your thighs. Still think about this engagement through the belly here and draw the shoulders back. And then we're just going to flex and extend the feet. So as we do that, you can feel all these muscle groups being switched on in the legs. So as the legs go down here, you feel the action in the fronts of the legs. And as we pull the feet back, towards your face, you can feel that activity down the backs of your legs. So inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, and just that beautiful feeling through the legs of feeling the life through your body. So part of our yoga practice is actually to become really mindful about the wonder of the human body and how it works, how it moves, and just having gratitude for the incredible engineering that comes to make our bodies work for us every day. And sometimes they malfunction, and sometimes we have to take time to rest and recover. And this is the purpose of this practice today, is still to provide you with a practice, but a supported practice, so that if you're struggling with any illnesses or any disabilities, then this allows you to still practice, but in a gentle, supported way. That's great. Now let's bring the hands together here now. I'm just going to turn the palms out to the front so that notice my legs are still nice and long here. I'm going to bring the hands back into the chest. I'm going to come and bring the elbows together. So coming into what we call that lotus pose. And then releasing here now. Let's make some nice circles here with the wrists. That's great. And then going the other way. That's good. And then we're going to push the hands out the front. So imagine you're pushing a wall away here. And close all of your fingers. And then let's flex the feet at the same time. So again, we're engaging the whole body here. And then we're just going to do some little mind games. So opening up the fingers. I learnt this at school actually. It's very, very good for your brain. And really feel like you're pressing the wall away there. So again, you might just be sitting here, but you're actively using your brain and your muscles and the right side of your brain and the left side of your brain. And then we're going to turn the palms down here, and then you're going to clasp your fists in so you can feel that stretch across the tendons. And then turn the palms slightly inwards, and then take them out. So feeling again that stretch there through the backs of the hands. And then let's come back again. So pressing the floor or the wall away there, not the floor this time. And then release. That's lovely. Now let's now bring the feet back in again here. And we're just going to come up onto our toes. So we, in our practice, will often do quite a lot of balancing on our toes. Or in some of the postures, we're actually often up on our toes. So say like when we're in downward facing dog. So what we're going to do today is just lower the heels down and then alternate between coming up onto the toes and down onto the heels. So just again in your own time, just working through that. So really feeling now that action through your legs and into your feet. That's good. And then release down. Let's again now extend those legs lengthwise. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take the right leg and we're just very slowly now going to alternate between crossing it over the left foot and bringing it back through center. And you'll feel that action right into your hip, into your belly. So it's using your abdominal muscles at the same time as allowing you to still sit and be supported. Let's put that foot down now and then do the same thing with the other side here. So just crossing those legs over. That's great. And then releasing. That's good. Let's now bring one leg in and we're just going to take the left leg out to the side here. So again, this leg is kind of like your anchor. This left leg is out to the side and the foot is flat on the floor. So we, through this practice today, have thought about where our feet are on the ground, where our bottoms are in terms of the chair. So again, our mind is focused on this one moment. So let's now inhale this right arm up and over, just taking a gentle drop over now to the left side of your body. And then I want you to turn your palm up and down again. Turning it up and down again, and then inhale. So what we're going to do now is bring this right hand onto the right hip. We're just going to take a nice arc now over to the right side here, and then we're going to turn and look up and down towards the floor. So again, just gently moving your neck here. Okay, and then bring your hands back onto your hips here. So again, you're sitting up nice and tall here. Pull your shoulders back. Then let's bring the hands in behind. So either clasp the hands or you can bring them onto your back, but just taking a nice stretch here. So pulling the elbows back. And if you want, you can clasp your hands and lift your hands up off your back. So lots of different options here. And then the last thing we're doing on this side is we're going to inhale the arms up here. Feel that delicious stretch, inhaling up. And then we're just going to turn again and looking over now. Our right shoulder, the right hand comes onto the right hip. And breathing, so beautiful breaths here. And then inhaling. Let's call that leg back home again, so bringing it back in. And let's just shake the legs out there before we repeat the same thing on the other side. So this time now, remember this time our left leg is our anchor and our right leg is going to come out to the side. And to start with, we get a sense of feeling that nice elongation through the torso. It's also allowing us to fully use our diaphragm. And then this right hand comes down to the side and we inhale now, taking that nice opening now through the left side of your body. And then you can turn and look up to the ceiling or down to the floor, really feeling that lovely stretch there. And then exhaling, bring that left hand onto your hip, and then now inhale this right hand over. Feel that lovely stretch through the right side of the body now. Again, remember you can look down towards the floor and then turn your head looking up to the ceiling. So allowing your body to move through that full range of movements there. And then inhaling now, let's bring the hands back through onto the hips there. And again, take a nice, beautiful breath in. I think we'll inhale up this time. And then bring the hands back onto the hips. And then now let's inhale and turn now the right hand onto that left hip, and then the left hand onto the left hip. Sorry, the right hand onto the left knee. And breathing here. So nice big breaths here, feeling that lovely opening through the waist. And then gently bringing yourself back to center here. That's great. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to do a little bit of work here with our knees. So we're going to make some nice movements here. So again, as we were before, just gently round your back. Make some nice circular movements here with the legs. So a little bit like we do when we're lying on the ground here. And then I want you to pick up your left leg and cross it over your right. And then get your fingers and feed it through your feet. And then we're going to make some circles into that left ankle. So going in one direction and then the other. Really feeling that nice movement there. And then I want you just to extend your leg outwards. So you're going to take your hands under your thighs and then you're just going to pull the leg up. So looking at your foot. If that's too high for you, remember you can just have your leg down here. You don't have to be doing everything like the same way that I am. Just do what works for you, work to your own edge here. And then make some circles with that ankle. So in one direction and then the other. And then bring it back down to the floor. And then we do the same thing with the other leg. So taking it out, we're going to cross it over here. We're going to feed our fingers now through the toes of the right foot. Make some lovely circles into that ankle joint, and then back the other way. That's really nice. And then take that leg out in front of you. So again, just support yourself, bring your hand under your thigh, make sure you're pulling your belly button back and towards your spine. This foot's nice and flat, and then we can flex and extend or rotate that ankle. Just do what feels good for you today. Always being supported, and like I said, you don't have to have your leg up high. You might just want to have it a little way off the ground. But either way, work to your edge here and then gently release. That's good. Okay, we're just going to come into closing our practice shortly now. So I want you now to bring your hands down into your lap here, and we're just going to gently roll the ears, roll the shoulders up towards the ears and drop them down. So taking a nice big breath in, and now we're going to exhale, ha. Inhaling again, we're going to exhale, ha. And then we're going to do something really crazy. So we're going to come into what you call fake laughing, but we're going to do that to finish our practice before we come into a very quiet seated shavasana. So what we're going to do is we're going to shake our hands and bang our feet together and laugh like ha, 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 and then just release. Okay, and then bring your hands back down into your lap. So at this point now, if you want to go and lie on a bed or on a couch, do so. We're just going to finish in a seated position if that works for you. Otherwise you'll be lying down, and still go through our yoga nidra. So feeling your feet, the toes on your feet, the arches of your feet, your ankles, your calf muscles, your knees, your thighs, your hips, your belly, your chest, your shoulders, your neck, your jaw, your tongue, your teeth, your eyeballs. Roll your eyes backwards in your head and think about how you feel, just following that very short, simple, supported practice. What would you like to do more of? What would you like to do less of? How do you nurture yourself today? And by nurturing ourselves, we can leave the mat feeling invigorated, restored, relaxed. And then slowly now just bring yourself back to the room. We're just going to acknowledge each other for being here today. Namaste. Thank you for joining me, and have a beautiful Easter weekend, and I hope that you're all well and coping with this lockdown. And it's a pleasure to be able to join you again today from our bubble, and you'll see my bubble includes lots of little creatures into your bubble. Thank you. Namaste. The Tui just finished us for us today. Thanks. Bye.